So here we are, Mr. Christopher and Jeff Page, and we are going to be talking about the deluxe editions of albums that were released by the estate that were given the deluxe or super deluxe names. We're going to do the highest level of whatever there are. So if there were a deluxe and super deluxe editions, we're just going to be talking about the highest one of those. And then we're going to kind of let you guys vote to which one you feel is the best. And I don't know. I don't know. It's
subjective. You know, you like the song because you like the song, or you like it because it fits in that group or whatever. It doesn't matter. There's so many songs that we all like anyways. It's kind of hard to separate. So
it is, because there's something to like off of every single one. And there's, I mean, obviously there's something to like off of every single one. Let me go ahead. I want to also pause for a second. If you are watching us on YouTube, please, for the love of God, please click subscribe and click like or whatever you do on Facebook. Please do that. Also on Facebook, if you're not following us, please go ahead and follow us. Do all that stuff. Mixcloud, follow us. Do all the following and liking, please. Now I'll give you 5 seconds to do so.
Follow us.
5, 4. You know, and maybe what I'll do is I will we'll look to see who are we'll do a drawing from one of our newest followers, and
oh, nice.
Them a magazine.
I can do my sound effects.
Yeah. Why don't I have that one? This seems like I have AK-47.
I mean, we got enough of that. That's
yeah. I mean, I live in Atlanta. I hear that shit all the time.
I mean, you know, put your lighters up. I don't know.
There should be like a bunch of different ones. I don't know. But yes, please, absolutely. Join. Please join us. Follow us.
Subscribe, like, join, all that.
That just seemed like a real obvious thing to do. That's what Mr. Beast does, right? Mr. Beast is like, please subscribe, and I'll give $10,000 to one of you.
Right.
This seems like a win. I can't do $10,000, but I can do a magazine. I can do a book.
I can get 10,000 pennies.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. But yes, for those of you just joining us again, this new co-host, Jeff Page. I keep pointing to the wrong side. He has been an avid supporter of Funkatopia since day one. Matter of fact, he was one of the first people to join the board of directors on Patreon the day that we launched, which was so he has been a supporter forever, and I can't thank you enough. And we became friends over the years, and music buddies and whatnot. And we're going to be, it was a great addition, and I love having you on and adding a little pizzazz to the show. And again, Rob Rhythm is still with us. He's still good. Yeah. What was that? I'm trying. Let's see. There's got to be. There's everything that's over here is just. There's like a bunch of different things that are on here, but all of them are like things that are not happy sounds, like electric shock. There's a dog. I guess that one's a good one. We can probably use
1 out of 12. 1 out of 12.
Yeah, there's glass. Say Ochaching. Yeah, so I mean, I guess there's some that we could use here. Fireworks.
I like that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, it's a bull chart. A beautiful.
Now say Jeff Page and then hit the fireworks, and I'm good now.
Oh my God. Gosh.
What?
Is this one?
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. All right, so we got all kinds of ones that we could use. Yeehaw! Yeah, we got a bunch of different things here. Yeah, those two conflict. So we are having a good time tonight. It's the Deluxe show. We're going to be talking about all the Deluxe editions that were released by the estate. And the first one on the mix is in the mix as far as we're going to talk about three releases. Well, we're going to be talking about all of them, but three releases that were previously released albums, which are 1999, Purple Rain, and Sign of the Times, and one new deluxe that just came out the Friday before last, Welcome to America, which we did the unboxing, the album chat, and the listening party all in one huge thing. And then we have two random deluxe albums that came out that had the title of deluxe, which were the Originals album, which featured all of Prince's, not all of Prince's songs, a good bit of Prince's larger songs that he wrote for other people, including Manic Monday and the Kenny Rogers song, My Love Is Forever. Is that what the name of the song is? Yeah. So we had the Originals and then Prince Piano and a Microphone, 1983. So we're going to be talking about those, and it's going to be talking about it through. Anyways, so let's start out with I don't know, which one should we start out with? I think the 1999 is the first one on the list. So
I think that's where we start.
So this one actually is very, very surprising. Here is 1999. This is what the Super Deluxe looks like. I'll make myself a little bit bigger in case you're watching on the video. It's got some of the lyrics to 1999 on the spine, and of course it is shiny and whatnot. It's got some of the lyrics to 1999 in the back. It's a really nice, well put together set. When it was originally released, the price of this CD version that we're looking at right here was $70 for the CD version. And then a big jump, if you wanted vinyl, if you had absolutely positively had to have it on vinyl, it was $250. This is the one that is pretty much out of stock everywhere. This is the one that must have been a limited edition. It's just, you can't, it's impossible to find anywhere except eBay. Right now, the CD version that I'm holding in my hand right now, you can sell on eBay for anywhere from $180 to $250 for this set right here. That's ridiculous. Just, you know what's funny is that I bought this. I have yet to listen to the CDs in here.
Well,
I don't even know why I even took the plastic wrap off, because I think I just decreased the value by like $100 by taking the wrapper off.
Probably.
But for the vinyl version, it's going for about $500 on eBay. But to kind of look at this a little bit, I actually have, oh shoot, I wanted to share this picture. Let me see if I can open this up too, because anyways, I wanted to open up the picture for this, and I haven't. That was one of the things I told you, that there was always going to be something that I was going to forget, and that was it. That's what I forgot. Is that I was going to have these images off to the side, and so I was going to be able to show them, and you guys are going to be able to see it. But we're looking at it here. But let me see if I can pull it up so you guys can see this all laid out and what this actually looks like all laid out once you open it. This is a vinyl. Let me open this, open link in a new tab. Oh, come on. No, open the image in a new tab. Let's do that. Yes. All right. Now let me share this to you so you guys can all see this particular image, and so you can see what this looks like. And I'm actually going to I'm going to do a little bit more. We're going to open this up. We're going to take a look. It's not going to be a bad thing. And
it's okay.
It's okay. It's all right. All right. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. So this is actually the Prince 1999 Super Deluxe, which is what I have in my hand. Actually, this is the CD version of this, which has got the book inside. So it has everything. It has everything in it. And so can you also see a window of me? Because I have to keep the screen up if you're.
Yep, I see everything. Looking good.
All right. So obviously you open the box. It is, but it's got everything in here. It's actually got, so we'll just stop sharing this for right now. So you actually have all the CDs are in there. So it's got each one of the individual CDs. It does have a miniature version of the book. If you got the vinyl, you actually got the full 12 by 12 book, but this is the miniature version of the book. It's got stuff in here from Andrea Swenson. I think Dwayne Tudall actually wrote for some of this too, but it's actually got some of the handwritten lyrics in here. But this is actually the book that goes in there, a little insert as well. And of course, all all the CDs. And what's interesting about each one of these CDs is that obviously if you pull them out, there's also a movie in here as well. But each one of the CDs actually has like a pretty cool rare picture inside as well. So it's pretty awesome. It's actually a nice set. It was one of the first, was 1999 the first one to get released? I think, I can't remember if it was it was Purple Rain was the first one to get released at Deluxe re-release. But when you think about what all came in the 1999 Super Deluxe, basically it was on the first CD, it had a remastered version of the 1999 album that was remastered for the very first time. On the second CD was promo mixes and B-sides. And then they had a bunch of vault tracks on part one on CD3 and vault tracks on CD2 or CD4 or whatever. And then they also have a concert performance from the show in Detroit from 1982. All in all, the Super Deluxe edition, again, this one right here, had 65 audio tracks and 35 were previously unreleased, including 24 tracks from Prince's legendary vault. And then also had the DVD of the 1999 tour performance recorded live in Houston, December 29th, 1982. And of course, in the booklet, you had liner notes from Rolling Stones' David Fricke, Guns N' Roses' Duff McKagan, and Andrea Svensson. And then, of course, detailed notes on the vault tracks were put in by our good friend Dwayne Tudall. And, of course, rare and previously unseen photography from Alan Boulay. Boulou? How do you pronounce his last name? Boulay. But let's talk about the tracks that were released. Now, we all know, first off, disc one that came with 1999 Deluxe actually had the album as we know it on there. A lot of people don't know this, but when 1999 was originally released and put on CD, CDs only had the capability to only hold 70 minutes of audio. I don't know if a lot of people remember this, but they always used to have 70 minutes of audio, but 1999 was too long to put on CD. And so there are early versions of 1999 on CD that are missing DMSR. Out of all the songs to friggin' cut from 1999, DMSR was the song that was cut from this CD, which is insane. It's just insane. Luckily, I guess, I don't know how many years passed, about 5 years had passed, and they started making this, they started doing reissues on the 84-minute versions of the CDs that actually put DMSR back on. But a lot of people have, there may be some people here that have the 1999 CD, the actual album that has DMSR gone, just gone. I can't imagine this album without it. It just doesn't make sense.
It's one of those things where it just proves that nobody knows the formula. You know, they knew it was a good song, but he made so many. How do you know which one is the one to pull? And that was definitely not the one.
Yeah, I mean, who made that call? I mean, Prince losing his mind. I mean, it's just he doesn't mean losing his mind. Negative. So, anyways, the second CD had a bunch of different 7-inch versions, like 1999. It had 2 stereo edits and a mono edit of 1999, a promo only edit of Free, Lady Cab Driver. So it was like short versions of all these songs. It was like, I just kind of felt like disc 2 was a little bit disposable, in my opinion.
Right.
Not that I don't like the songs. I like Horny Toad. I like a lot of different things, but who wants to hear a shortened version of DMSR? Who wants to hear it? I just don't. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it's a waste. It's a waste of minutes that I can get back playing the whole thing.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. But disc 3 and disc 4 are definitely the highlights of the 1999 Super Deluxe collection. And the reason is it Super Deluxe or Deluxe? I got to relook at this again. It is Super Deluxe.
Super Deluxe.
Yeah. So on 3, you had a bunch of songs that a lot of people had already heard. A lot of people had already heard Feel You Up. Everybody's heard Irresistible Bitch. we already heard a lot of those songs. Some of the different, the different version of International Lover was kind of cool, where obviously that song was originally meant for Morris Day. And the Time was going to do that song, but that's the reason why when you listen to that particular version of International Lover, he says, welcome to Morris International or something like that when he's singing it, because it's just Prince on piano singing the song and Morris on drums. So that's on that particular version of the song. But there's some other songs that on there that are really, really cool. Turn It Up was cool. Vagina was great. It always is. Money Don't Grow on Trees.
Yeah.
Rearrange, Bold Generation, Colleen. These are some real, there's some really, really great songs.
I really
go ahead.
I really liked Bold Generation on that, only because it's that it gives you that insight of what he was writing before, before the version that we're all familiar with, the New Power Generation from the other album. So it's like, oh wow, that's where you were, that's where you started, and that's where you went. I love that as an artist. It's just appreciate that more.
Yeah, there's so many songs that are like that. I think I have, I must have like 5 different versions of Crystal Ball.
Right.
I have so many different versions of different songs that I always just think it's just interesting to hear, the verses that he cut. I have a long version of The Beautiful Ones where there's like an extra verse in there of it's always interesting to hear what they decide to cut and whatnot. But it's definitely cool. Disc 4 obviously had a lot of songs on it that many people were looking for a lot. Everybody was looking for the 1982 version of Possessed. For sure. The full-length version of Delirious, it's just longer. It's just longer. There's nothing extra there that really kind of makes it stand out. But to actually get the official version of Purple Music, that was great. Yeah, that was a great song. The 2019 remaster of Moonbeam Levels, that was great. No Call You, great song. Can't Stop This Feeling I Got. It was kind of interesting to hear that. First off, to start with, I can't believe that song has been in the mix this long.
Wow.
Because that didn't show up till Graffiti Bridge. So that the fact that song has just kind of sat is just crazy. Well, and also New Power Generation. That was Bold Generation, but it's kind of weird that these songs sit in the holding cell for so long. It's just crazy to me.
Waiting to get out, but when they come out strong, and so it was worth the wait, even though we could have enjoyed it sooner.
Yeah, exactly. Do Yourself a Favor, the Peppy Willie tune that he worked with Prince on, and that one's seen a lot of life. Jesse Johnson did that song too. Was it Shockadelica or was it Every Shade of Love? I think it was Every Shade of Love. I think
it was Shockadelica though.
So anyways, that song has seen life a couple of different places. Along with Don't Let 'Em Fool You and Teacher. And then, of course, it closes off with a tour demo, which I guess they would pre-send this song, this kind of compilation song of Lady Cab Driver, I Want to Be Your Lover, Head, and Little Red Corvette, which is kind of like it's like a 7-minute song or something like that. All those songs kind of put together musically that they kind of use to kind of promo different things. They use them in commercials. Sometimes they use them to, for those coliseums or arenas that they want to book at that have never heard of Prince somehow. So it was interesting to hear some of that marketing and how that was all put together. But it's really cool. So, and then of course you close out with the, with 2 shows, the Late Show from the Masonic Hall in Detroit, Michigan from 1982 that covers a bunch of stuff off of here. And then of course the live show at the Summit in Houston, Texas, which is a shorter show. Well, it's actually about the same thing, but anyways, so that's it. That's essentially what's in Prince 1999. So let's just say, thinking about what's in here, what's included in this. 0. Well, no, we're not going to give it a 0. 1 to 10. 10 being this is a must-have, absolutely, you positively must have it. What would you rate this particular set?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is. It's a tough one. I know it's a tough one. This is what we do. We do the tough questions here.
And the thing is, the rating isn't based on the quality of the song.
Stacy says 1.
Oh,
ouch, Stacy.
Ouch.
Yep. It's not a 1. It's definitely because just CD 4 and CD 4 and 5 or 3 and 4, the ones that have the vault tracks on it. Just that is the crux of this. Jill Don Francisco says 7. That's probably a good number. Krista Dalton says 8. Dawn loves this album. She says 9.875. Andre says 9. Julie says 10. Duh. And Pamela says a big 10. Oh, I thought it said 10 minus. Oh, big 10 for Pamela. But then Julie says, Stacy, you high.
Stacy.
Stacy did 1. And then Donita says 7. So, I would have to agree with, I think we're falling somewhere between a 6 and a 7 here with this particular set. I love everything. I bought it. I spent $70 for it, and I still have yet to break out one of the CDs in this thing to play it, but I still give it a 7. But it is what it is. Pamela says 10 all the way. It's his best album in my opinion, so better to have more. I can see that if you're thinking about the actual content for it, but we're talking about as a deluxe package, as a deluxe or super deluxe, whatever you're calling it, package. Not just judging the album by itself, because yes, 1999 as an album, 10. Absolutely 10. But we're talking about as far as the super deluxe compilation of this, the way that it's kind of put together. It's just yes. And Andre says, talking about a box series collection, 1999 is a 9. Pamela says only between 6 and 7 if you take that one into account. Otherwise, it averages out to higher than an 8. And Princess Friend says 9 out of 10 because the package is awesome. Yes, it's shiny.
It is awesome.
It's shiny. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's awesome. Mr. Lasanta, what did you give this when you originally? We can check the Amazon listing and see what you gave this, but let's find out what Princess Friend actually rated this originally. I mean, it's just kind of, I mean, the book is good. The book has a bunch of different cool stuff in it. I like it. It's awesome. It's good. I don't know. All right, let's go to the next box set. I think we're pretty much decided that we're somewhere between a 7 and an 8 if we're like going to be leveling it out with what the audience says here, 7 to 8. But I think that's high. I want to say 7 just because there's a bar that's set here, and we'll get to that bar. But there is a bar that's been set here that we'll be talking about shortly.
Yeah, I'm in the 6-7 range myself.
Yeah, I would give it a 7 just because I don't know. Lawrence brings up a good question. Says, how would you rate it if Sign of the Time and Purple Rain Deluxes were never released? That's a damn good question. I would probably be sitting here cursing the estate that they hadn't released anything else. That's where I would be. I don't know. Princess Friend said, I gave it high marks because the individual sleeves are great. The contained music is plentiful and the remaster on the main disc itself is wonderful. Yes, I would say that's a good call. That's a good call. But I think we're still as a set, not trying to be overly glowing, because you have, let me give myself a solo view here so you can actually see my room. I just want you to look around the room. You're not dealing with your average Prince fan here. I'm like next level on this stuff. You see, even the books, I mean, everything, it's just, this is like a Prince museum in here. I mean, it's ridiculous. If I move the camera, there's even more stuff over that way that you can't even see. It's ridiculous. So I'm not your average just Joe Schmo who's just sitting behind a typewriter, just kind of maybe have had a good day. I'm giving this a 7, only because we're balancing it out with the other deluxes. So, Brian, amateur. I love Brian. All right, so let's move on then to the next one, which there was no super deluxe of this one. It was just deluxe. No super deluxe. It's Purple Rain. The CD version that I'm holding in my hand, $32.99, and it's still available. You can still get it on the Electric Fetus website. The vinyl version, I could not find the vinyl version of I couldn't find the vinyl version of this for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I guess it really doesn't matter. I could put up a picture of this, but I'm holding it in my hand. So what do you expect? So this is basically the deluxe version of which, again, the packaging is awesome. It's great. It does actually have it actually folds out even more. So I love the packaging. Absolutely freaking love the packaging. It is, let me make myself just a tad bigger so you can kind of see some of the details of this. The packaging is friggin' awesome. Wow. It's great. And each one of these you have a CD. And then of course there is, well, one of them is a DVD, which is going to hurt the score. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. The DVD that's in there is going to hurt the score on this one. Not only for that, song selections. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You can open that up, put that in your windshield, block out the sun.
Or blind people. Yes. So, and that's the DVD of Prince of the Revolution at the Carrier Dome. That's that. The booklet that is in here is small booklets. Obviously, there is a bunch of information, a bunch of stories. And I still haven't read all the stuff that's in these books on these deluxe editions. I really have to prove my worth and actually spend time. But there's a lot of I don't think there's lyrics in here, but it's just a lot of stories, a lot of photos and whatnot. It's nice. It's not bad. It's a good collection. All right, so let's talk about this.
As far as band pictures go, that band shot on the spiral staircase to me is one of the greatest pictures.
Yeah, I actually have a poster of that. It actually belongs to Rob. He left. We used to be roommates back in the 80s, and for somehow I ended up with a poster tube of his posters. He had what's the actress from Pretty in Pink?
Molly Ringwald.
Yes, Molly Ringwald. He used to have an obsession with Molly Ringwald. So I think there's like 2 posters of Molly Ringwald in this tube. Plus on top of that picture that you're talking about of all the band on the spiral staircase, which is absolutely great. Yes. Thank you, Pamela. So anyways, it is, this actually was, let's talk about what's on this. So the first CD is the actual original album, obviously the same lineup of Purple Rain that we've always known and love. Let's Go Crazy, Take Me With You, The Beautiful Ones, Computer Blue, Darling Nikki, When Doves Cry, I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star, Purple Rain. But this is a legendary album. There's no doubt about it. Legendary album. CD2 and CD3 were a collection of some amazing lost cuts that we had not heard before. Up until this got released, I had never heard the full version of Father's Song. So I'd only heard like a little small snippet of Father's Song, like maybe 30-second version, I think, that had been out there floating around. So I had never heard the full 5-minute version of Father's Song. Dance Electric, God bless Andre Simone, but I'm telling you, if you play one version or the other, I have to listen really, really closely to see if it's the Andre version or the Prince version. And I'm like a huge I'm a Prince fanatic. And
Yeah.
even if I'm playing the Andre version, I got to listen closely to really assess whether or not that's Andre singing or Prince. But yeah, so Dance Electric was like something we had already heard. Love and Sex, which is great, which obviously got released again. Another song named Love and Sex. There were 2 songs named Love and Sex. The Hallway Speech version of Computer Blue, which us bootleggers, not bootleggers, but the ones that collect stuff like that, we've heard that many times. Electric Intercourse, the studio version of that. Our Destiny, Roadhouse Garden, Possessed, another version of Possessed, Wonderful Ass, Velvet Kitty Cat, Katrina's Paper Dolls, Weekend F, and the full version of Father's Song. So that right there was that was the CD that kind of made this really worth getting, because CD3 just had the 7-inch version of When Doves Cry, and that's the shortened version of 17 Days, the shortened version of Let's Go Crazy, the dance mix of Let's Go Crazy, basically the shortened version and long version of Erotic City, a shortened version of Purple Rain, the God, a shortened version, a long version of that, shortened version, a long version of I Would Die For You, Another Lonely Christmas, and Baby I'm a Star, and Take Me With You.
Yeah, but Another Lonely Christmas, man. I mean,
that's a great song. That's a great song, but we had already heard that. It's not like Prince fans have not heard that. We've heard that. We heard it before. So, and then the DVD was a travesty. Just gonna go ahead and just say it. I'm gonna say it. It was a travesty. It was a direct VHS to DVD. It was horrible. The video was horrendous. I have the VHS version, and it looks better than the DVD that was on here. It was just it was just bad. It was just it was like, okay, all right, toilet. Anyways, yeah, as far as that's concerned,
you disgust me.
So we've got sound effects for days now. I was just, it literally was, it was the VHS copy. It was the same video that they had put on the VHS, and all they did was put it on DVD, and it wasn't like the video was upgraded or anything. It wasn't even letterbox. So it wasn't made for screens. Now it was horrible. It was just bad. It was just bad. And the other thing that's a little bit surprising about this Purple Rain Deluxe, I'm just going to go ahead and say this too. There's a couple things here. First off, they said that Prince had actually physically put this together. They actually put this. He actually handpicked and put this. He put this together right before his passing. But there are some songs on here that I doubt that was the case. Weekend F is one of them. And the reason being is because I know that he was in a different place spiritually and religiously, and that he would not have put that on here. And secondly, it's not even from a release standpoint, it's the wrong era, because once again, you're talking Graffiti Bridge. So I don't think that he wouldn't have done that. I think maybe he may have, when the Graffiti Bridge Super Deluxe would have came out or whatever, maybe he would have done that. But I do not think for a minute that Prince put Weekend F on this collection. It just didn't happen. When the man stands on stage in 2001 and says, "No longer will you hear me curse anymore or be offensive anymore," he's not going to put Weekend F on Purple Rain.
No, not at all.
Deluxe. It's not going to happen. So that's partially true. The DVD quality is horrendous, and considering here's what I can say. Considering that this is the biggest album of his career, this is what we get.
No doubt. Right.
This should have been the equivalent. Excuse me. This should have been the equivalent of what happened with Welcome to America, to be totally honest. And we'll talk about Welcome to America, and we'll talk about all the things that came in Welcome to America. That would have been what I would have expected to see out of a deluxe for Purple Rain. If you're going to go over the top for his biggest album of his career, the biggest album he ever released, the whatever it is, triple platinum. I don't know what it is. I think it's like 5 times platinum. It's like ridiculous. It may even be more than that. For the biggest album, it's good. I'm glad they released it. But I think there was some rushing to make this happen. Just my thoughts. I could be totally wrong. I know that people put a lot of hard work into doing this. I know they put a lot of hard work into the artwork, for the sleeves, for the writing, for everything that's going on here. I know there was a lot of work putting this together, but considering what we're seeing in these deluxe and super deluxe editions for Sign of the Times and for Welcome to America, which we're going to talk about next, this does not even compete. And this is his biggest album ever.
Right. They could have made some better selections, different arrangement for sure.
Prince's Friend says 14 times platinum. 14 times.
It's amazing.
It's insane. That's just insane. So, yeah, all right. So here we go. Audience, get ready with your numbers. 1 being horrendous disappointment, 10 being best thing ever. Let's not get confused. As an album, Purple Rain is a 10. As an album, Purple Rain is a 10. There's no denying that. Every single album that we're going to be talking about tonight is a 10.
11.
Originals, maybe, every single album that we're talking about tonight is a 10. We're talking about as a deluxe package, Purple Rain as a deluxe package. What are we? And I'll open it up. I'll even give it the benefit of the doubt. This, there's that awesome band photo that you were talking about.
I love that. Love it.
Yeah. Also, I think Rob's got this poster too. But it's just amazing.
That's brilliantly done. It's just well done.
It's incredible. It's just incredible.
We got Andre says 7.5.
Yep. Jill says 6.
Cammy's got a set of 7.
Yeah, even Ernest is still giving it a 9, even though it is what it is. It's
okay.
All right. Let's check in with Prince's Friend. This is even comparing to what we've gotten. I like Purple Rain Deluxe a lot, DVD notwithstanding. The biggest reason is that the included vault tracks seem to make sense and fit together. It was neither too few or too many tracks. Too. Yeah. There's a reason why you're Prince's Friend.
That's that marketing bastard.
You're never going to go negative. He's never going to sway negative. He's Prince's Friend for a reason.
Right.
And I, it is what but I always love his input because he's amazing.
I do agree. Neither too few or too many tracks. I actually do agree with that. The amount of tracks fit really well.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But the standout CD here is CD2, the one that's from the vault and previously unreleased. DVD is a complete letdown. The album itself, obviously, that's a winner. But I've got it on CD over here. I don't know that I have audio equipment that is amazing enough that I can hear the crystal differences of some of this remastering that happens here on this. I can absolutely for Sign of the Times, but for some reason, some of the remastering on here, it just seems to kind of meld together a little bit. But yeah, the packaging was a 10. Angela gives it a 5.5. Even though I'm listening to what everybody is saying here with the 8.75, I'm going to have to give this one. I'm going to have to give this one a 7.2 in my opinion. Just as a super deluxe, maybe a little bit higher, maybe 7.5, maybe. The packaging is good. The pricing is good because you also got to look at the pricing of this too, because you're making it also accessible to people. For $33 to get this amount of music and a DVD, good packaging.
As much as I love that album, I'd rate that one 7.77.
Yeah, I'll go 7.5. Well, let's see. Now here we go. Prince's Friend says 7 to 8 out of 10 is fair. Yeah, that's fair. There you go. I'm proud of you, brother. So yeah, it's a good deluxe. It's a good deluxe. I like it. I do. I like it. I do. I like. Now again, I actually have all of them. There's only one that we're going to talk about tonight that I don't have, and there's only one that I don't have, and that's originals. I don't have that one because, honestly, I didn't want it. No, but I listened to it. I did purchase the MP3s. I did purchase them because I wanted to be able to put them on the radio station. We do the ASCAP licensing, so I did technically need to purchase them, but I wanted to go ahead and purchase them so that we can put them on the radio station on the Funked Up app. So for those who have the Funked Up app, for those who don't know what the Funked Up app is, we actually, Funkatopia, we do have an app called Funked Up, and it is an online radio station that you can listen to on Android and iPhone. Just look up Funkatopia or Funked Up, and you'll be able to see it there. And it plays all Prince from 7 till 2 every day. So literally we have 7 hours of, actually we have 14 hours because we do it from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and also 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. So we play 14 hours of Prince every single day. That's a normal day. And then the other times we play all kinds of music. We play Earth, Wind, and Fire. We play Ohio Players. We play Bootsy Collins. We play George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. We play new stuff like the new Master Sounds. And we play a little bit of Kendrick Lamar. We play a little bit of everything. We play all kinds of funk from all over the place for the other hours. So half your day is Prince and half a day is other funk. And all you got to do, and it's free. Just download the Funked Up app and you can listen, and it's great stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I did purchase the MP3s from the original so that we can put it on. We still got to pay ASCAP licensing fees for it, but whenever we play the songs, but it's okay. We're just doing our part to be legit. All right. So that is, our scorecard. Our scorecard is 1999 Super Deluxe is a score of 7. When you really kind of put it side by side with Purple Rain, though, may actually rank a little bit higher, though. Because when you look at what actually comes with the 1999 set, it's actually, compared to Purple Rain, I think 1999 actually kicks up to about an 8. So let's just go with that. 1999 gets an 8. Purple Rain gets a 7. And which brings us to the next, let's see, which brings us to the next one in the list, which is, oh boy.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Here it comes.
It is the one, the only Sign of the Times.
Yes.
Let me just go ahead and just tell you what the score of this one is. This, without a doubt, is a 10. Without even opening it, I'm telling you, 20. You can't even, holy crap. This thing, this is unfriggin' believable. It's just, what a package. I'm talking about the album.
Oh, I was like, you've been to my website already.
Saw Jeff's OnlyFans page. So this is Sign of the Times, and this is the box set that is started pretty much the original price of the CD version of this, which is what I'm holding in my hand right here. The CD version is $159.99. And the vinyl version of this is $300, $300. Sign of the Times Super Deluxe, and it is pretty much a. Now I've actually got to pull. Let me see if I can pull up. I really want to pull. I'm gonna have to type for a second, and
I'm just gonna keep doing this for exercise.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, just keep on. Like, that's all there is to this. I'm gonna open up this open image, a new tab. All right, let me this is kind of a little bit small, but hold on, I do want to make this window a little bit bigger, and then we'll share this window. Hold on a second, let me share this so you guys can see it. This is what it's all broken out. I'm going to open up the box anyways because that's just who I am. and we're going to show it to you. And here is, it's 1999. That is, it's got 9 discs in it and a table book. Now, when I first ordered this, I said I was concerned that that book was not in the CD version, that it would only come in the vinyl version, because it didn't make sense that the book is the size of a vinyl.
Right.
So I was under the impression that if I ordered the CD version, that I was not going to get that book. But in the Amazon listing, it actually listed the book as something that was in there. So luckily we lucked out, and it's actually in there. So once again, I'm going to make this screen big. Sorry to keep making you small, Jeff.
It hurts inside.
I promise. I know it's okay. But here on the inside, obviously there is, this is actually an insert that's actually on the back of, once you take the plastic wrap off of the Side of the Times, this is actually on the back, which actually has, it actually has all the track listings of everything that's on the CD, everything that's on the DVD, pretty much the whole thing. It's pretty amazing. And sorry, this is upside down, but yeah, it's an amazing book. And obviously inside, it's actually got the CDs themselves in the back. Actually, most of with the exception of the one, sorry, most of them are in here. So you open this up and it's got all the CDs inside. You saw the original picture that actually has it. And then of course you have just amazing photos of Prince, and just a lot of different photos, shots, and handwritten lyrical content. It is an amazing photo book. Now, granted, it's just the CDs and the DVD. The DVD, which is fantastic, by the way. They did not disappoint with the DVD. It is amazing. It's great, just like you would expect it to be. Yeah. And I guess Pamela also says that whole side of, I will say this, Pamela said, kudos to the estate for putting out most of these items out in high quality. She said the Sign of the Times calendar is also excellent quality. And let me just tell you, we were talking about the marketing of Purple Rain, and we were talking about the marketing of 1999 and how it just kind of seemed like it was just get it out there. Here. Right. There was a plan in place.
Clearly.
It very much was a very specific plan in place. E.M. Leonard said the only negative is that it should have had a 4K treatment of the movie. Yeah, it probably should have, but you also have to record it that way in order to really kind of get some of that stuff out. So they may have not been able to do that. This is a movie from 1987, 86, 87. So you're talking about a movie that's, it could well have gotten that treatment, but I don't know exactly how video works, but I assume that there's a reason why 70s porn looks like 70s porn. It's grainy. It just looks that way.
I've never seen 70s porn. I don't.
You got to go to Pornhub, man. It's there. Or YouPorn or
any porn. I don't.
Or UJizz or any of those whole bunch of them. Anyways, just because we can. They have tons of these different things that are out there. I don't know how video works. I don't know how you take a movie that was made in the 80s where they didn't even shoot it in 4K and somehow can make everything crystal clear. I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how video works that you do that. I imagine there's like a rendering thing that works with all the edges and cleans up things. I don't know how video works, but for whatever reason, good point. Well,
plus a lot of the high quality, most people can't appreciate it anyways. So, depends on what you own to be viewing it. So it could be high quality and you're not going to notice. So,
Yeah. And there's tons of people that don't have 4K TVs yet anyway. So anyways, as far as this is concerned, this was great. And this was actually, if I remember correctly, this was DVD complaint. This was actually the New Year's Eve benefit concert at Paisley Park. So this was not the Sign of the Times movie. This was the Sign of the Times tour that was a stage one that actually included Miles Davis. Now, I was actually at the release party for this at Paisley Park. I had ordered it, but we had seen the concert. They showed the concert, the DVD of it at the release party. So we were at the Sign of the Times release party. We were all given. We all got to sit and watch the whole thing. They also showed a bunch of different clips and stuff from, I guess, from behind the scenes footage that still has not been released. I have it on my phone. But, it still has not been released. And then they also had, oh, something fell. So anyways, this is Sign of the Times. I think this pretty much, this really kind of set the bar for, there wasn't a lot of frick frack and music. Oh my God. I mean, what happened?
Right.
You had, cause you had, remember you had four, let me try this again. Let's go through the numbers. Let's just pick a friggin' number. 6 CDs, 2 of which were packed full of vault tracks. No, I'm sorry. 3 CDs that were packed full of vault tracks. Now, there were previously unreleased tracks like the Sign of the Times edit and the shortened version of La 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 Hee Hee Hee. Who in the world wants a shortened version of La 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 Hee Hee Hee? If you take out the bass solo out of La 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 Hee Hee Hee, you don't. It's just, who would want that?
Yeah.
But anyways, you had If I Was Your Girlfriend, the edit for that. There was a bunch of edits for Housequake, Shockadelica, this, that, and the other, some bunch of weird stuff. And that was all fine and dandy. But disc 4, disc 5, and disc 6. 3 CDs packed full of a lot of songs that nobody, including myself, collector man here, had not heard. The 1979 version of I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man, right. Teacher, the official release of All My Dreams. We had heard All My Dreams. All of us collectively had heard All My Dreams, but the official one was all of a sudden it was here and it was okay and it was legal. It was okay. But it was the same thing we had heard. Can I Play With You with Miles Davis, Wonderful Day, the Strange Relationship, Visions, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker with horns, which I didn't like when I first heard it, but it's grown on me.
It grew, yeah.
Yeah, Witness for the Prosecution, Power Fantastic, which breathtaking.
Yes.
That song alone, Power Fantastic has always been one of my favorite songs, but that song alone with him talking and doing, and prepping the band for about to playing the, it was just literally the first time I heard that, I held my breath.
Yeah.
I think I may have taken 2 breaths that whole entire song. I mean,
it's so powerful, so beautiful, amazing. Yeah.
How that was just, okay. And That Says What? The second, Love and Sex, we got that first one off of the 1999, and I thought, I think when somebody had released a track listing and it said Love and Sex, I was like, they ought to release that. This track listing is bullshit. But it was a different Love and Sex. A Place in Heaven, Prince's vocal on it. Colors, Crystal Ball, the 7-inch mix. Didn't really care about that. Once you hear the whole thing, it's like a shortened version of Crystal Ball. Almost feels like,
yeah, right.
It's like ED.
Why?
Yeah, it's ED in song format. Big Toe Wall, and then of course Nevea Ni Kalpa, which is Place in Heaven backwards, and In a Large Room with No Light, which is fantastic. Then that was one disc. That's one disc. Then disc 5, you had Train, It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings, Eggplant. Now, Eggplant kind of annoyed me a little bit because I have the version of Eggplant, and occasionally we play it on Funked Up, but I have the version of Eggplant where Wendy and Prince are having the conversation, and she's like that whole dialogue that they have with, no, she's retarded, she's slow, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. They removed that whole entire part on this version of Eggplant. And I think that I think this was a case of politically correct type of thing.
Right.
And I think that was the same exact thing that happened with, what's the song? I think it's Possessed, I think. Where there's a couple songs where the early 82 versions where he kept saying, I'm going to rape you now, and things like that.
Right.
And they take those things out, these things that are just way, way not politically correct. And this cancel culture, it's just like, we're removing that stuff. But it's good to actually have this. I was just surprised that Eggplant wasn't in the form that I had heard, and it's fine. Everybody want what they don't got. Blanche, which was unreal. I'm sorry, but Blanche is out of all the songs that are on there, and let me just say that there are tons of songs that are in this mix that are just incredible. But that whole scenario, and I'm pulling up now because it's just, to me, it's amazing. I've got to just play just.
Gotta play it.
I mean, it's just even a taste of it.
Oh man.
This is a song about a girl named Blanche and a dude named Stanley's Desire.
I mean, give me a friggin' break. I mean, that's just Blanche in itself was just unfriggin' real. Blanche was just killer. Blanche, oh my God. I mean, yes. Yeah. Brian was talking about some other lyrics. Hey, Des, don't you like my band? Yeah. So, and then of course we continue down this list. You have Soul Psychedelicide, which everybody was just like, holy crap. Ice Cream. The Ball, which is one of Michael Dean's favorite. We discussion about this. I said, out of the bootlegs, what's one of your favorite? He goes like, The Ball. Give me a break. The Ball was Adonis and Bathsheba. Forever in My Life, the early vocal run through. Crucial with the alternate lyrics. That's okay. It's pretty much the same song but with different lyrics. When the Dawn of the Morning Comes, which I was actually surprised. I had no idea that Two Nigs United for West Compton, the music for that is actually running in the background of that song. And I did not know that. And then I started listening really close because I guess I was looking on Prince Vault, or, Dwayne Tudall and I had this discussion when he was on the show one time. He was talking about how that was instrumental that was in the back of When the Dawn of the Morning Comes, but then they had this instrumental and they just, during the Black Album scenario, they just created
stuff.
The instrumental was just this whole jam session. And man, that's like one of my favorite instrumental songs of all time. But this was its source, was When the Dawn of the Morning Comes. Witness for the Prosecution version 2, and it bees like that sometime, and that's disc 5. And then we still got more. We still got disc 6, which has Emotional Pump, Rebirth of the Flesh with the original outro, Cosmic Day, which I'd only heard a 1.5-minute clip snippet of this for far back as I can remember. And now you have this full version of this album, of the song, Walking in Glory, Wally. As soon as I saw the track list before the album came out, I called Wally on the phone and I said, Wally, did you know that they're now going to be officially releasing your song? And he was like, what? It's like, it's coming out, dude. And he was so excited. He was like, that's amazing. And then he came on the show the next Tuesday and he was like, I was gloating for him. But he was really excited to actually see this because a lot of people know that there are two versions of the Sunglasses. Where'd you get those sunglasses song? There's Wally and there's also Billy's Sunglasses, and Wally is the far superior version of that for sure. But I'm glad to see that Wally got his song out there. I Need a Man, Promise to Be True, Jealous Girl, There's Something I Like About Being Your Fool, Big Tall Wall, again another version, A Place in Heaven with Lisa's vocals, Wonderful Day, and then the Shep Pettibone Club mix, which of Strange Relationship, which could not have been there. It's been okay. But holy cow, that's how you do. That is how you do the amount of music that was on that box set is ridiculous. Just unreal. And there's so many great songs that are on there. It's just all these vault tracks. You're like, how did Adonis and Bathsheba never get released? How did Blanche never get released? How did Blanche never find a home?
Right.
It's just.
Yeah, they went full throttle on it. It's off the charts and it's heavy. It's I have the vinyl version, not the CD. So it's like a workout just to move the box.
Are you serious? So so the vinyl is just, how heavy is that thing?
Too heavy. How about that? You've got to have muscles.
You must have muscles to lift up because I mean, even the CD itself, even the CD, oh my God, look at that thing. Holy crap. Hold on. Let me make you the large picture. Holy cow. Look at that.
Then you've got multiples. I'll pull one out. We'll put this down. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
So then
That's amazing though. That's incredible that they actually have. So every single album has a sleeve like that though?
Yep, every one of them, they have sleeves. They all have art.
Crap. Look at that.
So it's I'll go down here so you can see it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and every one of them is everything you want to know about it. It's just packed, like totally packed.
Unfriggin' real. Man, just unbelievable. So all I got to tell you is that without a shadow of a doubt, we're not even going to be messing with scores here because without a doubt, I already told you what the score was of this, and without a doubt, this is a 10. This is a 10. This is how you do a release.
Right.
This is how you do a release. Look at that. Oh wow, what a cool photo. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And let me open it up. Okay, see all the photos that are in this stuff, man. Oh my God. Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and wow. actually we're not even done there. Hold on. So when you pull out any of them, each sleeve has its own, stuff, so you get more of what's going on. It's just beautiful. Every one of them has something different.
And put up that one vinyl you just had in your hand real quick just a second ago. What I really like is that they made sure that the vinyl labels look just like the labels as they were released in 1986.
That's right.
They look they're the same exact design and everything on the actual label on the actual vinyl itself. It's just you got copies of the work orders and the tapes, and God, I mean, that's 10. That's a 10. Oh my God, look at that. It's amazing. And it's just incredible. Just incredible. And, most of these pictures are, thanks to the hard work of Dwayne Tudall, who kind of went and got like a lot of that stuff. He went and actually got, I gotta make you big again man. That's amazing. It's incredible. For those who are on the radio, sorry, this is bad radio, I know, but what we're doing is Jeff is actually showing us all the pictures that come with each one of the albums that are in Sign of the Times. He's pulling them out one by one to kind of show all the photos that come with each one of the vinyls. As you open them up, they all like open up like a double album. And of
course the original, but the sleeve, the inserts for the actual Sign of the Times album.
Yeah. So it's just, I'm telling you, it is without a doubt, Sign of the Times as a set is a 10. It's a 10. It is unquestionably a 10. So more for the song selection is just unmatched, unparalleled by anything that the estate has done. Just unparalleled. It's
absolutely
unfriggin' believable. And I just, it's just fantastic. Really, really fantastic.
And it's great when you're listening, you put it on the vinyl and I'm listening to it and I'm enjoying it and I can't stop looking at the pictures. I can't stop reading things. I can't stop analyzing. It's just that much depth that they give you with this set. It's really amazing.
And you still got the book itself with that vinyl collection too, correct?
Right. So still have the book, of course.
So you still have, so you still have the coffee table book that comes with it.
And like you said, all the stuff it tells you everything in there. And if you look closely, you see.
Yep. Very, very similar to what they did with Welcome to America, where they make it at the, where they kind of make it where it's clear. It's got writing on clear and you have to hold it up to a light in a certain way to kind of see it.
Right.
So, which brings us to, without a doubt, that's a done deal. That is That is a 10. Sign of the Times is a 10 for a deluxe set. And that's technically a super deluxe set. Sign of the Times did have a deluxe set that just had the CDs, not a book or something, or I think there was a bunch of different versions of this one, but that's a super deluxe set that we're talking about. 10 out of 10, unquestionable. Not even going to, it's Brian said it's the gold
standard.
It's the gold standard. And Andre says 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And he says, good night. Go ahead. And Maisha's like, TKO. Donita says, well worth the money. And Carrie says, it's awesome. Maria gives it 3 fires. It's unreal. It's just, it is. It's just amazing. Unbelievable. So, which brings us to our next set. The next set, which only came out on Friday before last. Welcome to America. And as you can see from the lighting, I'll make myself a little bit big, just like with Sign of the Times. As you can see from the lighting, it's actually got Prince written there in the you can see it. It's not good on black. It's not good on as good on white as it is.
You almost had it.
Yeah, but I think what's interesting is you can kind of see it there. I think what's interesting with Welcome to America, this is actually, I'm going to go ahead and give you my score out of this one too. This is also a 10. This is also a 10 for me for various reasons. The album is good, but it's what comes with this box set that makes it a true collector's set. Many of you have already seen the unboxing. I'm not going to do the unboxing again, but kind of am a little bit maybe. Because this really came as a deluxe set. There was no super deluxe version of this. And instead of there being a vinyl version and a CD version, you basically had the deluxe set had the vinyl and the CD. And then you had the CD collection, which missed a bunch of stuff. The only way that you were getting the extras that came in this were if you ordered this one deluxe set. So here is why this is a 10. First off, it does have the vinyl. So let me move this off to the side. It does actually have the vinyl. So the back actually has all the lyrics. This is all the lyrics to It's Done in Gold, Lame. So it's really, really nice and super high quality, as you can tell. And it's a really high quality. It's a high quality. So then when you open it, I'm going to move this off to the side. When you open it, it does actually have, it folds out very, very similar to how Sign of the Times, the CD version folds out, where it's just like a bunch of stuff, a bunch of stuff. This is actually same type scenario. Once you take the wrapper off, the backing falls off. That kind of shows you what's on the LP. And of course you also have it just comes with one, it comes with vinyl, it comes with the CD, with the album, and then it also comes with a Blu-ray of Welcome to America Live at the Forum from April 2011. And of course, this is kind of a picture of everything that comes. I'm trying to hold this up. Picture of everything that comes with it that's in there. But it's okay. We're going to show it to you anyways. Even though we've already done an unboxing, this is part of this show. So when you open this up, it's going to have the first set that it's actually going to have is the vinyl itself for the album Welcome to America. And what's interesting is that this is a 3-sided album. It's not 4 sides. It's side 1, side 2 on this vinyl. And then on and I'm actually probably just going to, I probably should just go ahead and just put this back because that's interesting in itself. But what I thought was interesting in what they did with this one is on the second vinyl, what they did, got to move everything out of the way. On the second vinyl, what they did, you got a side 3 vinyl, but then so they had this empty side 4, and so they decided to etch.
Oh, nice.
So they have a Welcome to America vinyl that actually has writing on it. It does not play. There is no audio on this because it's basically just Prince.
Did you spin it backwards just to be sure?
I did not. No, but I did look closely to see if there were any grooves, and it's not. Because leave it to the estate to figure out some way to actually be able to make this playable. But once the needle hits that clear, it's going to slide all over the place. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, so it's really, really cool. This is actually definitely worth. It's amazing. That's nice. I mean, so you got a 3-sided album on vinyl on 3 sides, and of course they had the. And when you open it up, it also has for the CD. When you open it up, it's got this picture of him. It's obviously got this picture of him, and then on this side, it actually has the CD version of Welcome to America and also the DVD, which is the purplish one of him in a microphone. Trying to keep this in front here.
Mm-hmm.
Think in reverse, but that's those right there, and they just slide right out of that pocket. But the piece de resistance out of the Welcome to America collection. Again, if you watch the unboxing, you probably you've already seen this is going to be a little bit redundant to you, but it's got that awesome picture, which is
yes,
a really cool picture. That is a really awesome picture. I wish that they had actually made a poster out of that, because I would love to get a poster of that for sure. But the piece de resistance is everything that came with this. So you've already got 2 vinyls, one especially etched vinyl. Then you've also got the CD, the DVD, which is a great quality DVD, great show. It happened at the Forum. But you also got this book. It's not hardcover, but you also have this book that's got some really great stories. It's got lyrics. It's got
wow.
It's got a lot of stuff in it. A lot of great photography.
Nice, good shot.
The band that played at the Forum. It's got tons of stuff. But this is a really nice, well put out book. It's got some photos that I had not seen before too, like this one here. So this is some really, really great pictures. I love the one of him bowing on the stage. That's
a brilliant shot.
Yeah, it's a really great shot, but it's not over. Also has a vellum envelope. That's
Stop scratching it.
It's actually got Prince Welcome to America, and it's embossed on there, so it's not just like, lazily printed. And what's cool is that you actually have this 12 by 12 poster here, or shot that you got. Plus, on top of that, they also have a full-blown poster in here, full-blown. That is I'm going to open this up for the video folks here, a full-blown poster of Welcome to America. Full-blown.
Wow.
So I've already.
Wow. Well done.
I've got to buy a frame for that. But wait, that's not all. Inside of here. Also in here is a replica of the concert ticket.
The tickets. Nice.
And replicas of all the backstage passes. So all the backstage passes are there's also if you want the MP3s, you can also go and put in the code that's on here behind my fingers, and you can download the MP3s. More of the backstage passes, recreations of the working backstage pass, the all access backstage pass, and the I guess the special event, special guest cards that were going. And then to top it all off, you also have a replication of the set list from that, Joe.
Ah, nice.
So this is now, I've heard a lot of things about feedback about the album Welcome to America. I like the album, to be totally honest. There are some songs that do seem like they are unfinished, or maybe they don't feel like Prince level quality
Right.
songs. I'm trying to think specifically, which song I would be referring to, but there's it just doesn't. It seems like Prince knew that there still had to be some tweaking and some things that had to happen to it, and it didn't get tweaked the way that he wanted it. But when you think of all the songs that are on there, like Welcome to America, like Born to Die, like Yes, there are so many great songs on this album. It's a good album. It's a really, really good album. But the difference is here with this particular box set is that they actually went way above and beyond to put in collectors things that people were just going to go nuts over. A recreation of the backstage pass, a recreation of a ticket, a poster, a specially etched vinyl, some of these masterful photos, just unreal. So this one for me, and I'll let other people, I will let other people talk about it, but I give it a 10 out of 10 for content, for items that were included in it. I mean, just everything that you get with this is ridiculous. It's the amount of things that come with this package is just unreal.
And it's not even called a super deluxe. It's just a deluxe.
Right. So there's a lot to be said for this. There's a lot to be said for this collection. So I absolutely give it a 10 because of that. The Sign of the Times one gets a 10 all across the board for everything, across the board for music, across the board for just the packaging, all the great, phenomenal photos and everything that came with it. Everything that came with that package was just breathtaking. Everything about it was just breathtaking. So I don't think there's any doubt about that. But with Welcome to America, we get brand new music from Prince. It's about as close to a Prince album as you are going to get posthumously, because of the fact that he actually had put it together. This was the last known configuration that he had. Morris Hayes, finished up some of the production on it. And so I think this is a winner. This is absolutely a winner as far as, if one of the collector's items you're going to show off for sure, just because of all the extra stuff that came with it. And you're right. Exactly. It's actually a decent price. This is, the pricing on this was $99 for this, less than $100 for this. That's insane. And this is the vinyl version. It's got vinyl and CD and a DVD and all this stuff.
Get it all.
That's just ridiculous. That's a lot. So I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I'm taken away. I'm blown away by it. It's just amazing. And I think you're right. I think it's above the charts. It's 10 plus for everything you get for that price. Hands down, that's one of the best deals you can get. And again, not taken away from Sign of the Times. We know that. We all know it, but that's a killer. And that song 1010.
Oh yeah, that's 10. Yeah,
that's the butt ugly face. You can't help but to make the ugly face when you hear that song. That is the yuck face.
Yeah, it's definitely a winner for sure. It's it's just one of these winter songs that just kind of goes just for those who would just hop right in. Just unbelievable. The whole entire, and Check the Record was really, really good. I know that a lot of people love Check the Record. I know a lot of people that work on the album love Check the Record. Check the Record was okay. It's a good song. I love Yes. But man, it's just, they actually were, yeah, they actually were talking a lot about this album. You know, a lot of people were really kind of annoyed by the album. They just felt like this is not what Prince would have wanted. Blah 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 blah. I'm just like, shut up! Oh my God, we're done. He's not here anymore. We just want everything that he's got. You know, that's where we're at right now.
That's right. Open the vault.
Just come on. Let's just open the vault. Let's just move forward and let's just deal with this stuff because. You know, one of the things I had said was that, you know, now that Prince is no longer with us, you know, the music factory has stopped. We talk about somebody who has, you know, was recording anywhere from 1 to 6 songs a day.
Right.
And it was just like on a tear. He was just on a tear, and it was every single day of his life from the time, especially when he got his own studio in 85 or 86 or whatever it was. It was just at that point, it was just like, it's on. Now he can wake up, go down to the studio and just hammer out a bunch of things. And it was just like this never ending just wave of parade of artist after artist after artist after artist coming in there. I mean, there's stuff in that vault from people that we don't even realize. I mean, you think of all the people that he had in there, like it's unbelievable. All the people that he's had in that studio that we just sitting in the vault, sitting stuff there.
That's
unreal. All right, so we only have two more to go, but we're going to talk about these last two very, very briefly. We're going to talk about the one that I do not have, and that is the album Originals. So the Originals was also labeled. It was also labeled as, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how it's even. Let me pull this up. Let me see if I can pull up this picture, and at least share this picture. Open a new tab. All right, let's take a look at this picture together. All right. So this is what is in the Originals, and the only reason why I'm sharing this one is because I simply just don't have this one. So this is the only way you're going to be able to see it. So this is the Originals, which has the book, and it also has, and I don't know what's in that book. I haven't seen any of the pages of that book, but it also has 2 albums that have the tracks, this is just a collection of music that he recorded for other artists like the Bangles, like Kenny Rogers, like Sheila E. And it's just his versions of it. And this deluxe version comes with 2 purple vinyls, a CD, and a book. I don't know anything about what's in that book. I know I'm going out of order on our notes, so I'm sorry about that, Jeff. It's $59.99 for the deluxe version of this album, and $41.49 right now on Amazon. It's on sale, so it's like actually $18 off. That link that I just put up there for Amazon earlier, that was for the deluxe edition of Welcome to America. So if you would like to pick up Welcome to America, that's the one that you go to. This is the link for the Amazon sale that's right now. If you do really love the Originals album, and a lot of people do, a lot of people really,
and rightfully so. And
I think I'm showing my notes, aren't I? That's perfectly okay. This is the link for the Originals sale on Amazon right now, so you can get this on Amazon. On sale, $41.49. You get 2 purple vinyls, you get the CD, and you get the book that's on there. Now, it had, let's see, so it has his version of Sex Shooter, his version of Jungle Love, Manic Monday, Noon Rendezvous, Makeup, 100 Miles Per Hour, You're My Love, which is the Kenny Rogers one, Holly Rock, Baby You're a Trip, which is Jill Jones, The Glamorous Life, Sheila E., Gigolo's Get Lonely Too, That's the Time, Love Thy Will Be Done. That was Mavis, wasn't it? Mavis Staples had that song.
Mavis.
Dear Michelangelo, that was obviously Sheila. Wouldn't You Love to Love Me? Was that Jill? Who did that one?
Wouldn't You Love to Love Me? I don't know.
I think that was, I can't remember. Nothing Compares to You. Obviously, it's been covered by The Family, but also Sinead O'Connor. Sinead, Lie. Yeah, she's crazy. But yeah, her story changes every single time she tells the story. It's just like every single time she tells the story, it gets more dramatic and more over the top and more and more scary. And it's just like, all right, now I'm writing a book. Now I got to make it really scary.
Right.
So, anyways, yeah, we knew he was eccentric and we knew he was kind of weird, but anyways, and it doesn't matter. Anyways, this Originals was a collection of the stuff. Now, because of the fact I don't physically have it in my hand and I don't have it, it's really kind of unfair to
Rate it. Yeah.
I'll be honest. If I had to rate it just based on what I'm seeing, I may rate it a 5. Just because of the fact that it's just kind of like just to put together things, just stuff kind of put together on an album, and it's all songs we've already heard, just with Prince's vocals. It's purple vinyl, yay! I don't know I'm gonna let the audience vote on this one. I'm gonna let the audience vote as far as what you feel is what the score is on this one. I'm gonna let you guys vote. And preferably people who vote
have it
that actually have it. I have it. I own the MP3 versions. That's the reason I can put it on there. I bought every single album just so we can make sure that we can play it on the radio station. Cammy says it's a 10 for sure.
Huh.
Okay. All right. Maria Taiska says it's 8.5.
Okay.
Carrie says this is 7. Andre says it's a 4, but I know Andre doesn't have it. And Stace says Originals a 7 because my son bought it for me and the stories in the book are nice. That's cool. Brian, what were we going to say? I'm sorry, Jeff. What were we going to say?
No, Sylvia's got a 10. Sylvia Leva.
Oh yeah. Sylvia says she gave it a 10. I have the records. I love it. Rodney says it's an 11 out of 10. The best release of a reference track album.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you guys kind of go over the mat. So you gotta understand you're putting Originals up against Sign of the Times and Welcome to America here. As far as a package, Rodney. So I love you dearly, but I'm gonna have to say again to get more realistic on that score. you got to compare it in the scope of things that we're talking about here with these deluxe editions. Yeah, and Cammy says I need Originals too. Yeah, there should be a second Originals coming. I wouldn't be surprised to see it coming. There's so much music that he plays for other people. The Kate Bush song, it's so much different things that are out there. It's unreal.
And they could knock it out the park if they did it. They could just follow what they're doing now. I mean, they're upping the ante now from Sign of the Times, Welcome to America. There's no reason for them not to make it over the top, just big and beautiful.
Right, exactly. And Brian's about to cash in, even though we're about to do the last one right now, Brian. Do you really need to work?
Brian.
Yeah. So again, if you're on Facebook, please follow us. And please, absolutely, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you please click subscribe. We need some more subscribers on YouTube. We kind of let YouTube go. All right. So this is the last deluxe album in the mix. And then we we'll wrap this all up by kind of discussing our thoughts really, really briefly on each one that we discussed tonight. And the last one is this one right here. Prince, Piano and a Microphone. Yeah. This is the deluxe edition right here. I'll make myself bigger so that you can actually see it. And let me tell you, this is actually a solid release. I'm not going to lie. This is actually a very, very solid release. Keely did put in her vote for Originals and she said 5.
5.
Yeah, and Maria also got a good point. She said they can never go small again. If they deliver a trash package in the future, it'll be a situation.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, and Rodney also brings up another good point. This is a quandary because you're comparing releases with different labels. Yeah, okay.
Good point.
Fair enough. Prince, Piano and Microphone, 1983. First off, nobody knew this even existed. Did you even know?
No idea.
The fact that this recording was even out there somewhere was just stunning to me.
And that is the most perfect picture for this release.
Yeah, absolutely. Pamela already gives it a 10 for the packaging and the music. It's just it's just yeah. So, anyways, this is the deluxe package. It's kind of difficult to see, but it kind of does the track listing here. But it is basically the LP that has two sides to it. One that has like a bunch of songs on it, like side A has Medley, 17 Days, Purple Rain, A Case of You, Mary Don't You Weep, Strange Relationship, International Lover, and Wednesday. And then side B only has Cold Coffee and Cocaine and Why the Butterflies. And then of course the CD itself has all those songs on it. So in this package, which I've never done an unboxing for, by the way. This is actually the CD version, which is kind of cool because the CD is actually part of the is that upside down? Yeah, it is.
That's cool.
Yeah, the CD, it's like all the printing was actually done over the actual part and also over the actual CD. So you can actually then just take the CD out. So you can take the CD out, and actually there's printing behind the CD also. There's printing that's behind the CD. So they pretty much thought that out. The only problem with the packaging is that this back in here is the CD keeps sliding down in here. So whatever seal that they use to kind of keep the CD from sliding out anyways, it's cool. There's a CD for that. But it's nice because of the way that the CD kind of awkwardly fits in there a little bit. It's tough to get once you get the CD out, it's like tough to put back in, just because it's got to fit perfectly in there. But on this side, this is actually the inside of the book of the actual.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, so it's actually cool. And then on this side, you actually have the vinyl.
Okay,
that's just really. It's just clean.
Mm-hmm.
Just Prince being a microphone, and you got the track listing, and of course, then you also have I think that's all that's in there, right? They actually have a picture that you can actually hang, a 12 by 12 picture of the same one that's on the outside of this right here, and then I think that's it there. And then of course you got the book, and the book is on the inside, which has just got the album cover, and it's got that same photo again.
It's a good photo.
Yeah, it's a good photo. But it's got some really cool stuff in here. It's got some handwritten lyrics on here, some really good stories, and it's got some really, I mean, when you're looking at
well done.
Yeah, when you're looking at this as a historical context, when you look at the way the album was released, what it signifies, being able to hear the early configurations of Purple Rain and the early configurations of everything that was going on, it's pretty well done. I mean, it's nice. Would I give it a 10? Probably not, but because of what it is, it's not like you can actually have like extra vault tracks that are around this period of time. I'm sure they exist. You absolutely know they exist. The fact that Neurotic Lover's Bedroom was out there, you've heard that song, right?
Yeah.
Neurotic Lover's Bedroom was out there, which is just insane. And it was like 1970 something. There's tons of recordings that are from this era that probably could have
needed
out this package, because it's a short album. I think total album. Let me see, Prince. I just want to check the time of this album. The timing of this album it's really short.
Huh.
Even if you listen to it all the way through. Why can I find the timing on here? If Cammy's still here, Cam. For those of you who don't know, Jeff is a new co-host with with the show, Funkatopia Live. Welcome Jeff Page to the mix. He is going to be joining Rob Rhythm and myself to be the host on the show. And Jeff, there's some people in here you may or may not know, but Cammie is actually one of our producers. So if I can't find a piece of information, I just set Cammie loose on it, and she finds it. I am trying to find the timing on Prince Piano on a microphone, and for whatever reason I can't. I want to say it's not that long. I want to say it's like 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes or something, everything all together, 35 minutes, something like that. So hopefully it's one of our illustrious producers. There's a lot of people that just go out, but if somebody can find the timing on this, it'd be great.
34 minutes and 19 seconds.
Is that a guess, or did somebody say that?
No, I just found something.
Yeah, Cammie says 35 minutes. Yeah, see, there she is. That's our producer. That's Cammie. But if looking at this album in context to what it is a release of very, very specific era where it is as raw as it's going to be. What was a little bit haunting about this album to me was the fact that it's Prince and on a piano and a microphone, and his very, very final tour was Prince on a piano and a microphone. It's just like it's got this haunting vibe to it. I am so sorry for those of you who have still not heard that final concert of his, but it's just breathtaking. It's one of the best shows I'd ever seen in my life, and not just because of the context of looking at it in the rearview mirror now that he's not longer with us. If you had asked me what some of my favorite concerts was, that would have been one of them. It was just unreal, the quality of that show. But looking at that in that context, I would give this a 9 out of 10. I think it's a well put together scenario, but it's short. It's so short. But for what it is, it's not bad, and it's not badly priced. It's you can buy it for right now. Well, you can get the CD for $11.88, but if you buy the vinyl, it's $37 or something like that. I think I saw it online for the deluxe version, $39.99, out of stock in most places. So you can find it on eBay for about $60. I did find a different one that was around $50, but on eBay until this broadcast anyways, and somebody's going to grab it. But you can find it for about $50-$60 because this is another one of those ones that's out of print. So there you have it. That is all the deluxe editions that have been released by the estate. So now we have the unbelievable task of trying to figure out exactly which one kind of wins or rules the roost. I think because of our feedback, I think we kind of know who the top two are, but for different reasons. Sign of the Time, in my opinion, Sign of the Time is the pinnacle. It absolutely positively is the pinnacle of a release. You have dozens of brand new songs that we've never heard before, a lot of which even collectors and bootleggers have never heard before.
Right.
Dozens of them on this collection. A cool DVD that features a live concert from Paisley Park from Sign of the Times with Miles Davis on it. Miles Davis's performance.
They went all in with Sign of the Times.
They went all in with Sign of the Times. I thought the Times was absolutely, and on top of that, even the surrounding marketing for Sign of the Times was, I mean, from the gear to the hats to the shirts to the to all the extra things that they released with it. It was just all over the place. To the coffee mugs, I think I have one of the coffee mugs up there. To the coffee mugs, to everything that they have. It was just great. It was just well done. It's the pinnacle. Sign of the Times was the best package that was done by far. Welcome to America also gets a 10 out of 10. We kind of feel like it's kind of like Siskel and Ebert is kind of what I feel like. Welcome to America gets out of 10 out of 10, but for different reasons. A different reason being is the content of what is inside of it, not necessarily the music. The album is good, even though there's a lot of debate as to whether or not Prince would have been happy with that release. Probably not, because it's definitely a different type of production. quality than that is normally comes away from his fingers. But the album is good. It's got great songs on it. 1010 Rin Tin Tin, yes. The title track, Welcome to America, Born to Die.
Same page, different book.
Same page, different book. Friggin' real. Check the record. Just unreal. Great music. And the stuff that comes with it, including the full-blown poster, the replicas of the backstage passes, the tickets, the vellum envelope that comes in it, the 12 by 12 hard poster that comes with it, another the secondary poster, the vinyl, the 3-sided vinyl, and the 4th vinyl with the etching on it, which is super, super cool. Plus, on top of that, you also have the book. It's also a 10, but for different reasons. If you're going to pair the two side by side to fight it out, Sign of the Times still wins because of the quantity and volume of music, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And just the book and everything. Yeah, and especially with the vinyl, when you just showed me everything that came with the vinyl, oh my God, that's just unheard of. So that is ring number 1, where we have Sign of the Times versus Welcome to America, which are both 10s, and the winner is Sign of the Times between those two. Now we have the other 2 albums that are going to go into the ring now that are not really deluxe albums. They're just kind of called deluxe albums, which is the Originals Deluxe and then 1983 Piano Microphone. Those 2 going to fight it out because they weren't technically released albums. They were kind of compilations of things that he had done. They're both very, very different packages. But I would kind of leave it under, I'll leave it up to the audience to decide which one is the winner. Is it Originals or is it Prince Piano on a Microphone? You can put PPAAM.
No, isn't the Piano Microphone, isn't that the high grade, the vinyl, the pressing 180 grams? Yes,
they do have a 180 gram version of that one. But but you can't find it anymore. So that one's the Piano and a Microphone is out of print now. It's not out of print. It's out of stock everywhere. Everybody's saying Prince Piano and a Microphone. Rodney says no competition. Originals wins. But we've got more. Let's see. We got 1 for Prince Piano and Microphone, 1 for Originals.
Maria says Originals.
2 Originals is starting to take the lead here.
Oh, Stacy Boyd, she's got Originals.
So now we've got 3 Originals and 3 Prince Piano and a Microphones. Oh yeah, we got 2 pianos. No, we have 2 pianos and microphones. Another vote for Originals. Looking like Originals is walking away with this.
I think it is.
Yeah. So Andre's already put in his vote for Piano and Microphone, but he's trying to vote twice. Mei Ling,
Andre's sneaky.
Mei Ling, Little Red Corvette's in the house. She says Originals, and Marcia says Originals.
Jill Norman, Jill's got Originals.
Bill says Originals. Andre keeps voting again. Stop it, Piano wins.
Gosh,
we're not in Florida. You're not working for Jeb Bush. You can't vote more than once.
Wow.
Pamela says, says you can still buy Piano Microphone on the Prince.com site. Pamela, that's good to know. Originals
again.
Susie, Original. It looks like Originals walks away. Even
Originals does it. Wow.
If I would have voted, I would have probably voted. But I think it's one of those things where it's the 35 minutes of content is not enough. It's just not enough. I think Originals was probably around 40 something minutes. It's probably almost I don't know what the length of Originals is. Cammy can look that up.
Right.
Just putting in a vote. But I mean, I would have voted for Prince Piano and a Microphone just because of the historical context of this. This is Prince before he blew up. This is like, 1999 was already out. But this is like a different, I don't know. I think because of the fact that I was at both of those final concerts, that the piano part kind of holds a dearer place to me. I think that's probably why. I think it just depends on where you, what was Cammy, what was the length of the Originals album? What was the playtime of that one? Rodney says the title is the cause of the demise.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
Well, and I know that we kind of made the call, but let's go ahead and take a vote here on the Sign of the Times versus Welcome to America. So Sign of the Times, I voted Sign of the Times just because of the quantity, the volume of music. So, okay, we'll go ahead and put the vote to the audience now. The audience, we need you guys to vote on Sign of the Times Super Deluxe or Welcome to America Super Deluxe. Which one of those two wins? I think that I don't think that's a contest. Really.
And you can pick whatever you like. I won't try to sway other than showing you.
Yeah, we won't try to sway you in any way whatsoever, even though I could show you both of them. But
Won't try to sway you in any way.
not in any way. We're not going to sway you. But I think even when we were saying it, when we were actually saying it out loud, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's not even a contest."
I mean, pick whatever you like.
Yeah, pick whatever you like. Game over. Sign of the time. Sign of the time. Sign of the time. Sign of the time. I will be surprised if somebody says Welcome to America, to be totally honest. You actually have to have Welcome to America in your hand to really kind of appreciate when you're pulling out all those little trinkets and stuff. It's really cool. It's definitely worth it.
Okay, so Sign of the Times total package, Welcome to America marketing.
Yep, that's a good call. That's a good call, Stacy. That's about right. Yep, total package, WTA marketing. Yep. Trisha said, I love Welcome to America. Yep. Agreed. All right. So then the last battle.
It's June.
The last battle. Oh, this is a tough one. Oh my God. This is going to be the battle of the century here. You've got Purple Rain, which we feel is a good collection. However, the video was horrendous. It was a VHS to DVD. Somebody had mentioned, I think, I don't know if it was Ernest or Brian or when I saw one of you guys mention that the Welcome to America was put on Blu-ray, but it was a DVD. It wasn't Blu-ray version. I believe so. So as far as the 1999 versus Welcome to America, this is a little bit different. Welcome to America definitely had better packaging. It's got very, very cool CDs come with it, like what Jeff was showing with each one of the albums. They also have this with each one of the individual DVDs that's in here too. That's all these really cool inserts and whatnot. They've actually got all this extra stuff. There's a good bit of music here. You've also got the book. That's actually really cool. It's got a lot of great photos in there. And a lot of great music. There's a lot of good music on this 1999 Super Deluxe. You're talking about extensive amount of music, actually. A lot of B-sides, promo mixes and B-sides remastered. You got the Live in Detroit concert. You've got vault tracks on this. We're talking about 1999. You got vault tracks on here, The Possessed, Delirious, Purple Music. Yeah, Moonbeam Levels. If my vote is 1999, not because I don't have a great affection for Purple Rain, but I think because of the fact that it's very, very disappointing that this was such a limited release, that this is supposed to be his biggest album, and I just think that they just really kind of fell short.
Yeah, they weren't up to par on that at all.
There's a lot of stuff on this album. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of stuff, and I'm probably gonna make my bigger so you can kind of see. So on the Purple Rain, there was a lot of stuff that was on there. I don't know if it's ever gonna zoom in or not.
Really?
There's a lot of stuff on here, but the reality of it is that most of it was just 7-inch edits minus one vault. But with 1999, you had multiple vault albums or CDs and a lot of stuff that we hadn't even heard. 1999 is a phenomenal deluxe. Yeah, I think it's better than Purple Rain. I'm not as an album. Well, 1999 is one of my all-time favorite albums. I almost like it more than Purple Rain, believe it or not. Sorry. But 1999 has got it's a raw funk. I just can't enough of it. But as a deluxe package, not as an album, which is not Purple Rain versus 1999, the albums. This is Purple Rain Super Deluxe versus 1999 Super Deluxe. And everybody's saying 1999.
Yeah.
Stacy says Purple Rain, but y'all are making me regret returning my 1999 box. 1999.
You got a 1998.
Yeah, Bill made a good point. Bill said 1999. Too much missing from Purple Rain Deluxe. Yes, without a doubt. Dave says 1999. Susie says 1999. Trisha says 1999. Jill says 1999. Yeah. Cammy says 1999. Andre is always going to go. He's like a salmon. He's the Purple Rain.
Upstream.
He just swims upstream. Rodney says 1990. It would have been Purple Rain if they kept the original DVD, the 83 Benefit First Avenue. Agreed. That would have been fantastic. Yeah, it would have been good. Danielle says 1999. Dawn says 1999. Oh, Cammy says the original's length was 63 minutes and 49 seconds, so it's twice as long as Prince Piano on a Microphone. So maybe you guys are right on the originals. It's just a different thing. Yeah, everybody's voting 1999.
Yeah, that's
Leonard, Carrie, E.M. Leonard says DVD kills Purple Rain. Yeah, you're right. That was a death. That was a death from Pamela in 19. It's like 1999 by a landslide.
That's it.
Here's the thing. So we got winners. For the early stuff when they were first doing the deluxe editions, when they're just trying to figure stuff out, 1999 was definitely the winner here. That's right. It was definitely the winner. When you talk about some of the last two, Sign of the Times, they perfected. That's exactly whatever you guys did, whoever you hired to put it together, whatever team was involved in putting together the Sign of the Times Super Deluxe, get that team back together for whatever you do moving forward.
Right.
That is absolutely the friggin' win, without a shadow of a doubt. That's hands down the win.
Yep.
Just because of the fact of the volume of music. I'm also looking forward to just the other stuff that could possibly come out. That's, there's so many items that can come out, so many songs that can come out from different eras. But when you look at the Parade era, oh my God.
I can't wait. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Right. We were talking about this before. We were talking about this in the pre-show. But let's do a synopsis, and then we'll spin into that just for the last 10 minutes or so for the show. Let's just do a coverage really, really quick, and hopefully we know that the estate. I know that the estate watches the show every now and then, and they can just take it for what it is. We'll just talk starting with the Purple Rain Super Deluxe. We know that Prince put it together. That he was actually had his hands on this, and he was actually in the process of putting this together before his passing. We also know that there are some things that are on this CD that he would not have put on here, specifically Week in F, because of his religious stances and everything. I believe he's okay with the Darling Nikki's and all that stuff. It is what it is. He realizes everything that was going on. However, there are some things on here that he just would not have put on here.
Right.
It would not have been structured that way. Also, this is his biggest album ever. There's no other album in his career that was bigger than this one right here. So the fact that it is the smallest deluxe edition of his albums, and the one that offers probably the least outside of the Piano and a Microphone and Welcome to America collections, this is not, as far as re-released albums are concerned, but this had the least amount of content, especially when he was in a writing frenzy during this period of time. It's a little bit of a wash, but still good. But this takes us to 1999. Obviously, in the chronological order of things, this preceded Purple Rain, obviously, but this box set is fantastic. It's got a great amount of vault tracks on it. It's got a bunch of vault tracks on it. Really good quality. DVD, the concert was good in here. Everything was good about this. The packaging was good. The photography was good. The book was good. Everything was good about this. This is a good collection. This was actually very, very well worth it, without a shadow of a doubt. All right, which brings us to, well, I'm definitely go out of order. Prince Piano and a Microphone. You guys just call this Deluxe just to call it Deluxe. It's a great, great album. Great historical context album. Really, it's definitely a perfect documentation of genius at work. Great photo book, great photos that are in here. Very limited photos. There's only about 4 different photos that are in here. But great album. Good. Packaging is good. Packaging is nice. It's okay. The one and only, whoever did this, whoever team is responsible for putting together this Sign of the Times box set, there is no other. This is the pinnacle. You set the bar with this right here. You set the Sign of the Times. You set the bar with this package, this deluxe package. There is no other package that you guys have released on the deluxe side of things. That is. Yeah, I'll make it so we're both even. There's no other package that is more well put together than Sign of the Times, as far as the book, the photography, the writing, the thought process, the song selections, the dozens and dozens of vault tracks that are in here, which is what all of us are starving for. All of us collectors are dying for. This is it. This is it. You guys are. I don't see how you guys do better than this. I would assume that you hopefully got some stuff going on with Parade and whatnot, but you guys have outdone yourself with this one right here. This is the winner of the night for sure. Absolutely. Sign of the Sign of the Times Super Deluxe is super. Is actually super.
Hands down, number one.
And then that takes us to, the one that we do not have, Originals. Originals, cool. A lot of people liked it here. It was actually the winner when we put it up against Prince Piano on a Microphone in 1983. A lot of people did like the Originals. You got the 2 purple vinyls, whenever. I know you guys kind of held back on the marketing of that. There really wasn't a bunch going on, but it's a good collection of a bunch of different songs. Hopefully we're going to get an Originals too, because we know he wrote music for a lot of people. It would be really, really cool to have some surprises on there. Maybe some songs that we didn't know that he wrote for other people, that may kind of slip into things, because we do know that there's a couple of Janelle Monáe songs that he wrote that he was not penned on. And so it would be kind of cool to actually slip in some really good treasures on an Originals 2 album. But the Originals 1 is a good collection. 2 purple vinyls, a CD, and I don't know what the book was inside of it. Hopefully, maybe somebody else can share. But that's the only one that I do not have. Which leads us to the last one that was just recently released, not even 2 weeks ago, which is Welcome to America. Great, great box set. Great album. Good audio quality. The DVD is cool. It was a DVD quality on a Blu-ray disc, though, so we have that issue. So if it's a DVD, leave it on a DVD. Don't put it on a Blu-ray if it's not a Blu-ray. Yeah. There's still some people that don't have Blu-ray players, so all you're doing is just hurting yourself, because you're limiting the viewership on it, and it just is what it is. Mm-hmm. But the contents of this, content-wise, the replication of the tickets, the replication of the backstage passes, the posters, the 12 by 12 posters, and the huge poster, I don't know what it is. It's 23 by something. I don't know what it is. It's a really big poster. That's really, really cool. The etched vinyl, the 3-sided album, and then the etched vinyl on the other side. Very cool. Very awesome. For those of you who tuned into the unboxing, you saw me pull out the vinyl that had the gash in it. This is actually the replacement of that. So Amazon was really super quick to replace it. Very, very cool. But you guys did a really, really great job on this box set too. Welcome to America. This is a really, really good quality box set. I also like this as well, but I like it for different reasons. If we're going to find a very, very clear winner tonight, it's without a doubt, it's going to be Sign of the Times. But Welcome to America is a clear contender in sitting comfortably in that second spot, just because of everything that you guys have included and the time and effort that you put into the quality of the materials that you did to put this together. Great, great box set. Love it. So that is your deluxe wrap up. I think we did it.
Woo! You need to do the fireworks.
Yeah, I got to pull up the.
We need some fireworks effects.
Yeah, definitely got to. What happened to the fireworks effects? We had like a bunch of different cool things that were going on, but yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, so let's talk about really, really briefly with the 10 minutes that we have left. What we actually heard for there was I can't remember what it was. Somebody was talking about I think it was Rodney, actually. Rodney was talking about the fact, or maybe it wasn't Rodney. I don't know. I don't want to say it was him and then get him in trouble. But I think they were talking about trying to do here it is. Oh. Yeah, so there you go. There's your fireworks. They were talking about the fact that there's been people. I'm not going to just call out names, even though I just did. They're talking about the fact that Parade is coming. I know they want to put together Parade as a deluxe, super deluxe, whatever it's going to be. I know that they have a bunch of issues with the movie side of things because of the fact that Under the Cherry Moon has changed hands with a bunch of different times. And so there's a lot of people that have their hands in the pot of Under the Cherry Moon. So I think, it's out there. It could be being put together. Definitely could see tons of vault tracks being done because Prince's writing between 1984 and 1987, 88 was unprecedented. I mean, he was like churning out like half a dozen to a dozen songs a day. It was just like constant blah 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 blah. It was like he was just unloading his brain. And so I know that here's what I can tell the estate if they're planning on doing this Parade thing is that make the Parade. It needs to be if you make a combination of those two things, you make a combination of music that's got, again, a couple dozen different vault tracks that we've never heard before. Plus, on top of that, you put a movie poster from Under the Cherry Moon inside of it. Just like collector's things that we can actually, if it's a combination of the content stuff that we got from Welcome to America and the music stuff that we got from Side of the Times, you're going to have just it's a wrap. It's just a wrap. And knowing that moving forward, do it. And as I said, right. Shannon says, right. Do it justice. If you're going to do it, do it justice and include the movie in the mix as well. Maybe a colorized version of Under the Cherry Moon. I mean, some people might be able to stomach it. Some people just, are purists and just want the black and white as Prince had intended. But seeing the colorized version, maybe it's a DVD that's got both. It's just like you open it up, it's got black and white or color. Which one was it? There is a way that you can do the super deluxe where it can be pretty amazing. But I know they've got a bunch of legalities that they got to work through with that Under the Cherry Moon movie. So they've got all the stuff they're going to work. But if they can make it work, then
just they got to know we'll all go to the Recasto.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a poster of him holding the Recasto thing.
Recasto.
Yeah. I mean, not the petite Prince version, but the other one.
Does not compute.
But there is anyways, I know there was like that horn was somewhere. I don't. It's well, no, the soccer one. There's gotta be. It's just there's a bunch of other dumb ones here. Like, you are an idiot. Oh my god. So anyways, there's a bunch of stuff and
ugly, you're ugly, and your mother ugly, and your sister ugly. You just plain old ugly.
I need that as my car horn when I'm in traffic.
So there's a bunch of different things that they can actually do to actually make it just pop, just make it just go kablow. And I've been seeing a couple other things. I just saw Rodney mention how about a box set of the MPG Music Club downloads along with the MPG audios with Slaughterhouse and Chocolate Invasion. Yeah, those would be pretty interesting.
That would be.
There's only that if that period, I'd probably be hard pressed to buy any box sets or deluxe editions from the 90s, to be totally honest. There was some really, really cool stuff that was in there, but he was doing this really, really weird transition where a lot of this stuff, most of the music that he was creating, the extraneous music that he was creating, either had George Clinton behind it or, it was Sonny T or somebody trying to figure out who could use the most profanity in a song. And it's just like, it was like this.
It felt more like they were trying to do the shock value thing with it, but add a 90s feel to it, like Boys in the Hood or something. Like they were just changing it up too much.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but It is what it is. I know there's a lot of fans out there of the 90s stuff, and Tony is a friend of mine. So Tony, if you're listening, I love you. It's just that period of time for writing with him. He was just kind of in this weird place, and it just seemed like the music that was coming out seemed really kind of scattered. It didn't seem like there was any continuity to the music. It seemed like it was piecemeal together. Whereas the 80s stuff had a very, very distinct funk feel to it. In the 90s, it seemed like he was kind of, all right, let's do a little bit of Carmen Electra here. We'll do a little bit of this. We'll do a little bit of George Clinton here. Then we'll do a little bit of Shaka Khan here. We'll do a little bit. It's like,
I feel like for the 90s, most of the things that were coming out at that time for me felt like in my car songs. They were sit in the car, blast it, and go. That's what most of that content felt like. So I always appreciate it, and that's when I listen to it the most. That's when I want to hear it.
Yeah, it's just and Mei Ling has a good point. She says, he was just trying to get it out of his head, and we've heard a lot of that. He had a deluxe version of the Gold Experience would be good, and I'm trying to really kind of see what some of these. There's a lot of anniversaries that are coming up. I'm trying to think exactly what was released. We're coming up on 2022. I don't think we're going to get another deluxe. We just had Welcome to America. I doubt that anything else will come out in 2021. If it is, it's going to be something that will be kind of just rogue.
Right.
But 2022, we're going to get another box set. That means we're going to have a 30-year anniversary. Would be something that will be released in 92. Well, let me pull this up. We can kind of see because they typically like to do them around specifically decade anniversaries, right? So in 92, you had the Symbol album, the Love Symbol album.
Love that one.
It could be a deluxe edition of that. That would be the 30-year anniversary that's coming up next year. You already had 1999. That's coming up on its 40-year anniversary next year. We already did that one. Let's see what else came out. 92. It's surprisingly enough. Do you realize that Rainbow Children celebrates its 20-year anniversary this year?
It's just, man.
I can't. I would kill for a deluxe edition of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. That period of time, that was one of his best bands that he friggin' ever had. Renato Neto, Rhonda, John Blackwell. I mean, are you friggin' kidding me? It's just, give me a break. And that album was just that's one of my favorite albums. For
Mine too.
I just, and then of course you have all the Third Eye Girl stuff that, came out as well. But that didn't come out until 2014. But you could still, in 2024, you could still put out all that Third Eye Girl instrumental stuff that you,
still do it.
All the menstrual cycle stuff and it's just unreal. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. We could talk about that, what we want. Let me make a special announcement about next week. Jeff, we got quite a bit of a homework for you for next week. But we are doing a redo of a broadcast that Rob and I did last year, or was it really earlier this year? We did a broadcast for Prince's Dirtiest Songs. And we didn't really do a top 10 or a top 15. We didn't really give any numbers. But I was pulling that video in order to edit it and turn it into a top 15 or a top 10 show. And that broadcast was horrendous. It was just so bad. It was like the first hour of that show was us. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? You can't hear me? I can hear you. You can't hear me? What's wrong now? You can't hear me? I can hear you. Oh, well, it's like the whole thing was just over an hour was technical difficulties that kept raising its head all throughout the whole broadcast. Most of it was because Rob was using some Bluetooth headphones that kept cutting out, and he thought it was me. And so I was making all these adjustments, and it was just a nightmare. And it interrupted the whole entire flow of things. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing Prince's Dirtiest Songs again, the redo, with Jeff in the mix, and we're going to go over those songs, and we're going to put them in a top 10 type of format, and we're going to go from 10 all the way down to number 1, his dirtiest song. Not talking about, like, for instance, when we were doing the show originally, we were talking, everybody saying, oh, you got to do P Control. P Control is not a dirty song.
No,
It's got a word in it, but it's not a dirty song. A Sexy MF. Not a dirty song. It's just word. We're talking about really just dirty songs, just his dirtiest songs. And we had some really, really great ones that we found a lot. And the one that we had as our top one may actually shift. But the top one that we had, a lot of people no one named, like all night didn't name it. And that was Repop Go the Zippa. If you listen to the lyrics of Repop Go the Zippa, if you really listen to the lyrics of that song, you're going to be like, what? That whole song is not only dirty, but very graphic. Like really detailed. But there's other songs that we didn't even mention. For some reason, we didn't mention Pheromone. So we've got to go over we need to go over his library, and it's going to be Rob, myself, and Jeff, and we're going to meet, and we're going to talk, and we're going to figure out what that top 10 is, what his top 10 dirtiest songs is, and that's what's going to happen next week. And I cannot wait to see you guys. It's been an amazing, amazing show. Thank you so much. Once again, I did most of the talking. But when I write most of the stuff, it's kind of hard not to.
It's your show. You're allowed.
Okay. But anyways,
you're an idiot.
There should be more talking. I got to learn to just stop talking and let more people talk. Yes, because it gives me a break and I can actually, but that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on the show, because I know that you're very verbose on a lot of these things that we're talking about, and you have a lot of good Prince knowledge, and I'm looking forward to your input on a lot of shows. But man, for those, again, brand new co-host, Jeff Page. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us, man. It was a lot of fun having you on board.
Awesome night, awesome time. I love you guys. Everybody's awesome.
And again, you can go to Jeff Page Music, and you can hear some of his tracks and whatnot, and check out some of his tunes. And we will see you guys next week for Prince's Dirtiest Songs, the redo. And it's all about positivity. I hope you guys enjoy the Deluxe show. And for those of you who are from the estate who watch the show, I hope you guys took in some of our recommendations, because we're looking forward to the next release. Thank you so much for Welcome to America, by the way, which just came out. I know we seem like we're starving. We are. We're insatiable. That's all that is. We're insatiable.
Hungry.
That's right. We are absolutely positively. Hey, but the more you release, we're going to keep on giving you the money. So it's all good. So we will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Here's a little positivity for you. We will see you next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Adios, everybody. There you go. Now you can play the bass of the tracks.
That's awesome. That was great stuff.
Guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. And Jeff, I'll give you a call here as soon as we get offline. And